Hello, my name is Michelle Marchese, and I was a research assistant in the Cognitive and Affective Neuroscience Lab. Sandra Garcia, one of our PhD candidates, and Courtney Stedman, our lab manager, helped me put together this presentation for you today. Now, there are a lot of challenges of staying active during COVID-19. With stay-at-home orders and social distancing, it increases isolation, stress, and anxiety. There's also a lack of motivation. Staying active might not be your top priority these days, and this inactivity could lead to more health problems such as increased stress and anxiety. It's shown that very few individuals are actually getting the amount of physical activity they need. 19% of women, 26% of men, and 20% of adolescents in the US are actually meeting their physical activity guidelines. And the majority of Americans are increasing their risk for many diseases throughout this inactivity. So this presentation is going to give you some tips and tricks on how to stay active even when you might have to stay indoors due to COVID. The first way to stay active at home is using informal aerobic exercises. You don't need a treadmill or a bicycle or anything like that. You can walk around your home during phone calls or when there's commercials on the TV. You can stroll from room to room or up and down your corridor a few times. And just try and stay on your feet if you're reading or talking on the phone or watching a little bit of TV. There's also some strength exercises you can do from home. One good example is getting a couple of canned goods or filled water bottles and trying to do some arm curls, flexing and extending your arms. Reseating yourself every few minutes, using your arms for support and leverage when getting up, and just getting your blood flowing a little bit. Lifting your legs and arms while you're sitting down and keeping those body parts active. Climbing 1 or 2 flights of steps if possible. And there's also the option of wall squats or countertop push-ups for people who are a little more active. Other exercises include indoor gardening, maybe finding some exercise videos online and doing a quick workout. A lot of places are also offering online dances or just dancing around your kitchen to your favorite music. And there's also some workouts through Zoom that you can do with friends and family. Now we understand that not everyone is able to do some of these exercises. There's always something you can do to stay active, even if it's just a little bit. Here are a couple of tips for staying active outdoors while that's still possible and the weather is still nice. You can go for a walk or jog or ride your bike to the local park or around your neighborhood. You can do some gardening and lawn work, breaking up some of those leaves that have recently fallen. But please remember to wear a mask and wash and disinfect your hands frequently if you are going outside. You want to practice social distancing, which includes staying at least 6 feet apart from others when visiting parks, playgrounds, or any outdoor facilities. Local areas and parks may be open depending on state and local authorities, so just check up on your options before heading out. And some don'ts and things you want to avoid when you're going outside is don't gather with people you do not live with. Don't visit crowded parks, and don't visit parks if you are sick, have tested positive for COVID, or were recently exposed to the virus. For times when you're staying indoors, one of the biggest changes you can make to your exercise activities could be breaking up your sitting time. Adults are sitting a lot more and moving a lot less throughout the day than they should be, and you can use my aerobic tips and tricks that I already discussed, or a couple of these new tips. Enabling your cell phone to notify you when you've been sitting too long, or maybe even just setting alarms every hour or so to remind yourself to get up and walk around a little bit. You also have the option of setting up your computer at a standing desk or even making a makeshift one using a countertop, and this will allow you to stay a little more active while you're engaging in your screen time. Here are the take-home messages from this presentation. Even just a little bit of exercise is beneficial and can lead to a lot of improvements in your body. Take a look at our Importance of Exercise video if you want more information about this. Remember, you don't have to be alone while you're staying active. You can work out with friends and family via phone calls, Zoom, or Skype. There are lots of modified exercises for people who are staying at home, and we recommend enjoying nature if it's possible. But if you're going to go outside, remember to take care of yourself and those around you. Please wear a mask, practice social distancing, and proper hand hygiene when you come back inside. Hope these tips were helpful, and thank you for listening.